One of the best teams suited for the 2026 season, and honestly for the future, has to be the Houston Rockets. They were a 2 seed in a loaded Western Conference last year, and they essentially replaced Jalen Green, their leading scorer, for Kevin Durant, one of the best of all time. And I know they're going to miss Dillon Brooks, especially with his perimeter defense, and obviously plays with a lot of toughness and physicality, but if you can get a healthy Kevin Durant in the playoffs, it's exactly what the Houston Rockets needed. It's crunch time. Amen Thompson wasn't there yet. Alperen Sengun is probably not there yet to carry the load offensively to take a team to the NBA Finals, but Kevin Durant has somewhat done that before, right? He's been a number one on a good Nets team. He's been a number one on a great OKC Thunder team, and he's been like a 1A, 1B on some great Golden State Warriors teams. And this is probably the best team Kevin Durant has had since those 2021 Nets teams. But even that year, Kyrie and James Harden was banged up. This is an incredibly deep team on both ends of the floor. You have great big man depth. They didn't really need to go out and get Clint Capella, but hey, more the merrier. Big men can get hurt all the time. And now you have Sengun, Capella, and Adams for a team that really likes to run some double big man lineups. You have some really good power forward depth too with Tari Eason, one of the better young defenders in the league. He broke out on that end of the floor last season. You have Jabari Smith Jr., who they're clearly still invested in, giving him over $100 million on a contract extension. You got KD, who we assume is going to sign an extension in a couple of weeks now, where he can get over $60 million a year. They pick up Dorian Finney-Smith, essentially a 2-year deal, which was a great pickup. Bring back Jayshawn Tate, still an underrated player. You have Amen Thompson, one of the biggest rising stars in this league. I like Josh Okogie on this team. He's a good defender. And then you have the number 3 overall pick from last year, Reed Shepard, with Fred VanVleet also on the roster signing a new 1+1. You got a good head coach, Ime Udoka, who you just re-signed this offseason. This is a good team, right? So this is definitely going to be the starting 5. Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson, KD, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. We're probably going to run like 14 minutes a night to Steven Adams and Clint Capella, so they're all going to kind of rotate there. And I don't think like Aaron Holiday, Tate, any of these guys are going to crack the rotation right now. They didn't have a first-round pick. They traded to the Suns in the Kevin Durant deal. I'm going to go about, I think, 17 minutes to Shepard and Dorian Finney-Smith. We're going to go about 24 to Tari Eason, 32 to Sengun, 28 to Jabari. We could probably go 33 to Kevin Durant throughout the regular season. And then I would like to go 28 to VanVleet, 33 to Amen Thompson, who, like I just said, is a rising star in this league, is an elite defender already, and we'll see how far he can go offensively. And this team does have plenty of flexibility to make a trade if they needed to at the deadline, and they also have some good draft picks going forward. Like, we have to give the Nets their first-round pick this year, and the Thunder get our pick, but in 2027, we still have the swap best from the Nets, from the James Harden trade. We still own a Suns first-round pick from the trade they made with the Nets last offseason, and we have some first-rounders later on as well. But unfortunately, we did just lose Jabari Smith Jr., who wasn't off to the best start in the world. Kind of deja vu from the 2025 season, where he didn't get off to a great start. He got injured, but then was a lot better in the second half. All right, so we're here at the end of January. We're not too great right now. We are currently 23-23. I think 2K has not really favored the new look Rockets too much. They aren't really big fans of Kevin Durant, although Kevin Durant has been elite for us here, which is great to see. Amen Thompson has been good. He recently got hurt, but he came back. Alperen Sengun's been somewhat disappointing this year, at least stats-wise. And this is kind of what Fred VanVleet has been. Terrible inside the three-point line, but great outside it. He's a good defender as well, but honestly, I think we're going to balance these out a little bit more. I'm going to play Reed Shepard more minutes, and we're going to start him. He has been more efficient overall this year, a 57% true shooting to a 54 of Fred VanVleet. Not as good of a defender, but we do have some solid defenders out there. I'm not sure if I'm going to play both Capella and Steven Adams anymore. Or I think I may just lower their minutes to like 10 a night. And then I would like to play Eason a little bit more, Sengun a little bit more, Jabari a little bit more. Like, Sengun's probably, he's still playing 30 minutes a night. So let's play 26 to Reed Shepard, and then we can make a move at the deadline. And we are here at the deadline, 500. We are 25-25 right now. We do have the 8th best offense in the West, and our defense is just not as good as it was a year ago. So I don't know if there is a change to be made right now. Like, do I insert Tari Eason into the starting lineup over Jabari Smith Jr., who's not been great this year, which is definitely not, I guess, it's because they invested a lot into Jabari. I feel like he never had like the opportunity to grow because it was Sengun, it was Jalen Green, it was did he ever cross paths with Kevin Porter maybe in that 23 season? And then Amen Thompson obviously like took kind of reins as like the main guy going forward. So I think for the second half we are going to swap Eason and Jabari Smith Jr. I think that could be good for Jabari, like running the second unit offensively, and we're going to get Eason in the starting lineup. And then I think I want to play a little bit more to Amen Thompson. Now we could make a trade if we wanted to. I could move Clint Capella, I could move Josh Okogie, I could move Steven Adams as well. Like, do I want to have 3 centers on the roster, which is great in case somebody gets hurt? Do I just kind of put the nail in the coffin of the Dorian Finney-Smith experiment and trade him away? I don't think so. Like, I could trade Fred VanVleet, but I think what we're going to do is just see how this team can perform in the second half. Let's re-sign Kevin Durant on a 2-year deal. And let's hope that me just starting Eason over Jabari Smith Jr. can result in more wins. 32 and 27. Okay, we've been playing a little bit better. All right, so Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes back-to-back with MVP awards. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Lonzo Ball got traded from Cleveland to Orlando and ended up winning Sixth Man of the Year. It's pretty cool. Wemby, Depoy, Trey Jackson Davis, Most Improved, and Shai is your Clutch Player of the Year, with Jason Kidd being your Coach of the Year. Shai, Jokic, Wemby, Luka, and what? 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 Anthony Simons. Okay. Did the save I downloaded, did he just turn into Russell Westbrook? 24 points, 11... Okay, I don't know what happened here. Was he playing center? Was he playing center for Boston? Is that how bad their center rotation was? 7.5 assists, 1.1 steals, 47, 40, 92 splits. I don't know how he averaged 11.3 rebounds. I need to look at what happened over there in Boston. Jamal Murray, All-NBA third team. That is pretty cool. He averaged 7 rebounds. What's going on with these guards averaging some decent amount of rebounds? But it's not like everybody. Weird. Cooper Flagg, All-NBA third team in year number 1. Paul George, all defensive first team. Welcome back to relevancy, Paul George. Amen Thompson, all defensive second team. Isaiah Jackson, Ijax is there. Okay, I still can't believe what just happened with Anthony Simons. What? All NBA, I've never seen that before. They went 30 and 52. Peyton Pritchard averaged 2.9 rebounds. Derek White averaged 3.3. But Anthony Simons, who came off the bench, he came off the bench for 18 games. They have Draymond Green. I don't know. You can tell I'm obviously speechless right now. Kevin Durant, 25 points in about 31 minutes. Hopefully, actually, I don't know if we guaranteed ourselves a playoff spot. 9 seed. This probably as disappointing of a season as you can get. We go 42 and 40. I mean, if I looked at my, this sometime is a little wonky. Is it under here? The estimated wins added. So Kevin Durant was obviously great, and then, yeah, like we're just not getting much out of some of these guys. Like by this metric, Jabari Smith Jr. was a negative asset. Dorian Finney-Smith, negative player for us last year, which is pretty disappointing. So here we are for the playoffs. Don't even know if I want to play Finney-Smith, and Sengun got hurt late in the year as well. So I think Finney-Smith's going to get like 10 minutes a night. Jabari Smith Jr., not a great year, is going to get 20 minutes a night. We'll go 18 to Fred VanVleet. Or no, honestly, I should probably start Fred VanVleet over Reed Shepherd for the playoffs, who struggled when the volume went up. So I'm not going to play Clint Capella. We're going to play Steven Adams over Clint. Let's go 34 to Sengun, 33 to Tari, 38 to KD, and then we can go 38 to Amen Thompson. So yeah, let's see if we can beat the Pelicans. I mean, the Pelicans are expected to be in the playing tournament. The Rockets, not so much. So we are currently down by 4 here in the fourth quarter, down by 6. Down by 3, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 23 and 10, 17 and 12 for Amen, 28 and 7 for Kevin Durant. Down by 3. Can we come back? Down by 2. And we ended up winning this game 132-130. KD had 34. Sengun had a double-double. Amen Thompson had a double-double, almost a triple-double. And we are taking on the San Antonio Spurs, another tough team here in the play-in tournament. Another Texas team here. We have a good first half. Terrible start to the third quarter, and we're going to lose to the San Antonio Spurs. Amen Thompson at 19. Jabari Smith Jr. played well. Kevin Durant fouled out in 18 minutes. When does Kevin Durant foul out? Okay. Well, yeah, we didn't make the playoffs this year, and we have to give out our first-round pick. The NBA Finals consist of Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks and Anthony Davis of the Dallas Mavericks, and the Mavericks win it all. Cooper Flagg, All-NBA third team and Finals MVP in his first year. This was a Game 7 between Atlanta and Philly, so they play each other again for the first time since 2021 in the playoffs. Same with Atlanta beating New York, and Atlanta beat Detroit by 7 in round number 1. So they went to 7-6-7 just to get swept in the finals. That is tough. LeBron ends up retiring. Same with Kyle Lowry, Rockets legend, Chris Paul Rockets legend, Mike Conley, Eric Gordon Rockets legend, and there goes Jeff Green. Long career for Jeff Green. I'm going to override the retirement on Steph. I feel like he would have at least one more year in the tank. There goes Doc and Tumas from the Memphis Grizzlies. Loaded Hall of Fame class here with a couple former Houston Rockets in Russ and Chris Paul. And we have to give our first round pick to the OKC Thunder at number 14. It's no swap either, so we do not have a first round pick. Ime Udoka and this team had a very disappointing season, which I just don't get because the Rockets, like I said, were a 2 seed last year, and we added Kevin Durant. Like, they're going to be a top 4 seed, I think, next year. So what do I do this offseason, right? We really can't do much until Fred VanVleet opts in, which I assume is going to happen. I mean, I can do a lot. I could move Finney-Smith, could move Nate Williams, I could move Jabari Smith Jr., and I think I'm going to try to get a point guard. I don't know if I could trust Fred VanVleet. just because of the lack of efficiency within the three-point line. I don't know if I could trust Reed Shepherd defensively, and same thing as well. He's too streaky. I could trade one of them, but I think the Hornets would be interested in Jabari Smith Jr., Clint Capella, Nate Williams, and a first-round pick for LaMelo Ball. They may even say no to this. I may have to throw in another first. Let's say they do say no. I could dangle one of these first, but I would like to hold on to those as much as I can. So I will give them a swap best between the Suns and the Mavericks in 29, which honestly has way more value than what I think it says. And they agree to that. So we just got LaMelo Ball, which is massive for us. I don't know if that means I'm going to keep Fred VanVleet as a backup, if that means I'm going to trade Reed Shepherd. I guess we'll find that out after the draft. I also have 37 and 46. I want to see if I can maybe get like, I don't know who's got pick 30 or 28 from the Rockets. And could I also I'll give you like one more future second. 3 seconds, and I got a late first now. The Washington Wizards get AJ DeBanza out of BYU #1. Cameron Boozer. I don't know. I would have just taken Darren Peterson. You just traded away LaMelo Ball. I don't know why you would have taken another power forward, but that happens. Tunde Yesufu goes to the Bulls there at #3. #4, the Suns are getting De'Aaron Fox, which is pretty cool. Him teaming up with Devin Booker, 2 former Kentucky guards, and Darren Peterson to the Spurs. Why do we have to make them better? And I took Nicolas Abdelas from Virginia Tech / Greece. He could have been in the 2025 draft, but he's going to Virginia Tech now. First time playing collegiate basketball. So let's sign Abdelas. I got to remember because it says Abdias, so I got to make sure not to say that. Fred VanVleet opts out. I don't know about that one, Jim. I don't know if I would have done that. $26 million. So I guess he thinks he can get more guaranteed money going forward. I mean, I could definitely still bring him back, and I could trade away Reed Shepherd. So I can sign Fred VanVleet, but like he's a backup. And I'm not giving you $25 million to be a backup right now. So since we did, like, I could also think about moving KD back to the 4 because we just don't have a lot of guys under contract right now. I did have to trade a decent amount of players to get LaMelo Ball. Like, LaMelo and Amen Thompson, I think, could be lethal in the backcourt together. So Jayshawn Tate and Aaron Holiday are going to come back on the minimums. I'm going to renounce the rights on Josh Okogie and Kevon Harris. Tari Eason is a restricted free agent as well. And we're going to get him back on a 4-year deal worth around $70 million. And I'm going to be trading away Dorian Finney-Smith to the Golden State Warriors and a 2028 second rounder for Sam Hauser. Both of them are on kind of similar contracts because I think they're going to give Finney-Smith the player option on the last year. So he's got basically 3 years, $40 million remaining. As for Sam Hauser, about 3 years, $34 million remaining. So we're going to make that trade. I'm also going to sign Dean Wade here in free agency. Like, is anybody paying Fred VanVleet? Probably not. I don't know. He doesn't even have any offers to do like a sign and trade with. I mean, I'll keep an eye on him. I don't really know who would want him. And I don't think, like, realistically, if you were signing and trading Fred VanVleet, you're probably not getting much in return. And what, $40 million, you're out of your mind. I know it's a 1-year deal, so you're probably, like, I could give him something like this. But I don't really love it. I think Fred VanVleet's just going to leave here in free agency. Like, I could just do this. I can afford it. And I know this is a valuable asset to have. I don't know. We have LaMelo Ball. We have Reed Shepherd. I think we're going to go in a different direction, which is probably risky by me. But I can also sign somebody else before this is over. I did see Tristan DeSilva got non-tendered from the Magic. I think we could take a flyer on him. Why not for 2 years? Let's do that. So, player progression. Amen regresses. Okay. Not sure why. He's 23. Şengün regresses. Eason regresses. I don't love to see that. But yeah, this was definitely an eventful offseason for sure. We could re-sign KD. Not going to do that. Let's just get this Amen Thompson extension done. And it says Kevin Durant is going to retire at the end of the year. Sure. I can override it. So, at least we have 2 more years of KD. It's going to be LaMelo, Thompson, Durant, Eason, Şengün. We're going to do that. We're going to have Shepherd come off the bench, play about 18 minutes. We'll go like 34 to LaMelo. We'll go 18 to Hauser. I don't mind trying out Dean Wade. Or would I rather give DeSilva? We could do something like this, honestly. Abdelas is not going to play. So yeah, the depth isn't as good. I did have to kind of gut some of it. I want to go 37 to Amen Thompson. He could do it. Let's go 32 to Eason. 33 to Şengün. System proficiency is now 4.5 stars under Ime Udoka. I'm excited to have LaMelo Ball running point for us in a different environment than what he's had in Charlotte over the last few years, but we're off to a 3-7 start. All right, so when it rains, I don't know, man. We're bad this year. And Sam Hauser, just not as efficient as he was last year. Reed Shepherd, should have traded him in the offseason, I guess. Tari Eason, just not shooting the ball well. We're 18 and 29. Yep, you heard that right. 18 and 29. Now we have a swap best with us and Brooklyn. Brooklyn's at the top of the Eastern Conference. They're number 4 there. And I have the Suns unprotected first rounder, and they have Jalen Green, Devin Booker, and De'Aaron Fox. This rebuild has been just everything like going wrong is gone, or everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. It's been kind of brutal here. Like, do I trade away Kevin Durant here at the deadline? I can't believe it's come to this. I added LaMelo Ball in the offseason. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not going to trade KD. Just going to look at some of the offers. I mean, I'm intrigued, and this would set us up better for the future, but I want to try to get Kevin Durant a ring here in Houston, and it's going to be a little bit more challenging than I thought. Tristan DeSilva, Not great. Probably a reason why Orlando non-tendered him. So I'm actually going to do this trade. Steven Adams and Dean Wade for Duncan Robinson, who unfortunately does not have like a super realistic contract because it is non-guaranteed in that year 2 or year 3. But I'm going to get a first round pick out of it from Detroit. So I'm going to do that trade. And like, I'm not going to move KD. I'm not going to move Shepherd now. It's like kind of selling low on him. And he's actually been a little bit better as of late. Was I looking at the wrong? No, yeah. Shepherd's actually been kind of like heating up as of late. So we're going to hold on to him now. I do need to get like another backup center since I traded away Adams. So I'm actually going to go back to Detroit, trade away Lindy Waters for Marvin Bagley. I'm not giving up a second rounder to do this trade. Would you prefer Aaron Holiday? And we'll swap seconds. All right, let's do that. And I'm going to get 3 second rounders from San Antonio for Jayshawn Tate. So I believe I do have some cap space to sign a free agent. Can I get, okay, never mind. It has to be a minimum. Rocco Zikarsky, also Iguodala I couldn't afford. Like, could I just pick up Neemias Queta on the minimum? Let's do that. And Cooper Flagg has gotten All-NBA 13 last year, Finals MVP, and now MVP in the regular season a year later. De'Aaron Fox is coming off the bench. I guess I could have traded for Fox at one point. I thought about it, but I went for LaMelo Ball, Michael Porter Jr., clutch player of the year in Brooklyn. This has been a crazy rebuild. So no Anthony Simons on All-NBA first team. Karl Anthony Towns on second team. LaMelo Ball on second team. 21.5 points, 8.3 assists, 4.7 rebounds, 46, 37, 47 splits. Anthony Simons is on All-NBA third team. 9.2 rebounds a night. Denver. Wow. Okay. James Harden signed with Atlanta and then got traded to Denver. Is Trae Young not in Atlanta anymore after winning the Eastern Conference with them last year? And I just love the Brooklyn Nets having a better record than us when this is like their team. Like some solid role players, but how is this a better team than us? I don't get it. Where is Trae Young? Oh, he signed with Washington. I mean, that could happen. You never know. Did we end up making the play-in tournament? Yep, as the 9th seed like we were last year, so we haven't gone much better year over year, unfortunately. And I'm playing like Jeremiah Robinson Earl and Marvin Bagley in a play-in tournament game. Wow, man, this stinks. Oh my God, and we're about to get blown out here. Okay, we had a good third quarter. Are we going to end up beating the Kings? We do. We beat them 128-117. LaMelo Ball with 27, Amen Thompson 24, KD with 20. Deja vu from last year. We took on the Spurs in the second leg of the play, and they don't have De'Aaron Fox anymore, but they do have Darren Peterson, and we're down 114-95. And for the second straight year, we win a play-in tournament game, then we lose another one, and we are going home early. Why is San Antonio not winning the first game? I don't know. Kawhi had 34, Cam Thomas had 26. So, yeah, we're picking in the lottery. We do own our first-round pick. It was a swap best with Brooklyn. I thought this was going to be reversed. I thought I was going to be in the playoffs. Brooklyn was going to be in the lottery. The Knicks and the Mavericks here in the NBA Finals. I can't believe Brooklyn actually won a playoff series. Phoenix lost in round number 1. And Dallas, 8-0 in the finals in this video. And Cooper Flagg, 2 finals MVPs to start off his career. So does Kevin Durant retire, or was that all a hoax? I mean, he did have a 2-year extension. Okay, so that was a lie. He didn't retire. All right, so let's see what happens here in the lottery, which I could end up trading this pick. Like, I still want to win with Kevin Durant on the roster, so I'm not going to enter into somewhat of a rebuild. I have the 12th overall pick in this draft, and I'm also going to have the 27th overall pick. So I may keep the player, but then could trade the player. We'll see what I end up doing. And I'm actually going to make a trade with the Brooklyn Nets. I'm going to try to steal, well, I don't really want Carter Knox, but I think they're just going to throw him in here. I'm going to try to steal Cason Wallace from them, who they traded for from the Thunder. I'm giving them Duncan Robinson's expiring, Tristan DeSilva, pick 12 and pick 27. So both my first rounders, and the Nets are going to agree to that. So I get Cason Wallace to be a much better backup point guard and just combo guard in general over Reed Shepherd, who I'm probably going to trade. So I took Harvey Fox here in the second round, a 6'9" forward out of Ohio State. The Nets with pick 12 ended up with Joel Mason, a 6'6" wing from Maryland. And then they also ended up with Jeffrey Dennis, oh wow, both players from Maryland. That is pretty cool. I will pick up the team option on Reed Shepherd, but I'm going to move him, and it's going to be for hopefully like a, I don't know, some type of big. And I can't believe it's come to this, but this is the trade I'm doing. Reed Shepherd and Carter Knox, who we just acquired, are going to the Chicago Bulls for Patrick Williams. Yep, that's the main guy we are getting back. I believe he's got 2 years left under his current deal, so $36 million remaining. And then I'm also getting a 2029 top 3 protected first from the Bulls. So, yeah, we kind of have the team figured out. I'm going to add a center here in free agency. I don't know if I have any notable free agents myself. I do not. So I'm going to just try to get like Moussa Diabate, like one of these guys. Actually, not a bad free agency class. So could I get Diabate to be my backup 5? Let's go. And I'm also going to snag Brandon Clark if I can on the minimum. And then we should be good. Maybe I'll get like one more shooting guard. DeAnthony Melton, Karis LeVert's here. Former Rocket? No. Former Pacer. And then I could get Grayson Allen, who I'm actually going to give a 1-year deal to. All right, I have no idea if this team got better this offseason or not. We still have a really good core 4 here. I've thought about moving Kevin Durant to the 4 and maybe Amen Thompson to the 3. That's something I could do this year. And it says Kevin Durant's going to retire at the end of the year. So I guess I got 2 more years of KD remaining. So what I'm going to do is actually start Cason Wallace. Risky, I know, but we're going to do something like this. Easton's going to get 22 minutes, 18 to Patwell, 15 to Diabate. And then the last spot, I mean, do I trust Hauser? Not really. I think we're going to just trust Grayson Allen a little bit more. Abdelas, we can give like 7 minutes a night to. See what the rookie, or technically his rookie season, and what he could do. 35 to LaMelo. 35 to Amen, 34 to KD, 26 to Cason Wallace, 4-star balance under Udoka. We start the season 2-0. Okay, we just beat the Knicks by 56. And if I make Amen Thompson a small forward, he goes up to a 90 overall. I think his backup position could be a shooting guard. We also had a signed campaign. All right, we start the season 4-2. I mean, that's better than what we've done in years past. We did just lose Grayson Allen with a broken ankle for 4 to 6 weeks. Love that. All right, so we are 34-17 here at the trade deadline. We've lost Şengün for some time this year, but honestly, I'll take that record. I don't know what happened to Tari Eason. Maybe I got to tell him to stop taking so many threes, but he has not been efficient whatsoever for us today. Because Patrick Williams hasn't been terrible, so I've thought about moving Tari Eason, but honestly, I may just swap them in the lineup. I am going to welcome back Steven Adams, though, and I'm going to give them Sam Hauser. So I feel like we've been rotating with the Pistons, like Sam Hauser, Duncan Robinson, these guys, and welcome back to Houston, Steven Adams. All right, so we won over 50 games this year. We're finally good again. Brooke Mobley, the #1 overall pick last year. Brooke Lopez, Evan Mobley clone? I don't know. Pretty good player, though, from Ole Miss. You have, or Mississippi State he went, yeah. Conroy Boyle, 6th man of the year. Wemby Depoy, most improved Derek Queen, Garland, clutch player of the year, Jason Kidd, coach of the year, because he's got Cooper Flagg on all NBA first team. We get LaMelo Ball on all NBA second team, 23 points, 5.5 rebounds, 9.3 assists, technically 2 stocks a night, right? 47, 37, 89 splits. There's Rob Dillingham on all NBA second team. Is he better than Anthony Edwards now? I almost traded Tari Eason for Anthony Simons, although just I don't need somebody like Anthony Simons. He's just really good. We ended up as a 3 seed, so we finally make the playoffs today. 10.5 point differential. We're taking on the Pelicans, who have Derek Queen, who won, I think, 6th man of the year. They have some good bigs there. All right, so let's see if we can make a run here throughout the playoffs. I think we're going to keep, Brandon Clark was actually not terrible for us this year, but we're going to go back to that 9-man rotation. I mean, Grayson Allen, 50% from 3. Yeah, you're going to get 15 minutes a night in the playoffs. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go 28 to Patrick Williams and 20 to Tari Eason. Now, for Alperen Şengün, he's healthy, right? Okay, good. So let's get Şengün in there. Steven Adams not going to play. Şengün can get 34 minutes a night because we'll go 14 to Diabate, and then we're going to go 37 to LaMelo, and we'll do 34 to KD with 35 to Amen Thompson. We'll do this. I could also insert Cason Wallace into the rotation if we wanted to. Let's see what happens here. We do win game 1, 144-115. I mean, KD guarding Zion, I don't love that. Also, shout out to Micah Peavy turning into a stud here. We win game 1. We lose game 2 by 21 points. At least we have got a playoff win under our belt. I mean, Amen Thompson fouled out, and he only took 5 shots. I could use you shooting more, man. There we go. 28 points in game number 3. 14 assists for LaMelo as we take a 2-1 lead. Somebody got hurt. It is Tari Eason, who is off to an all right playoff start. This is now going to, I think, allow me... Do I want to play Abdelas? I may. I don't know about playing him 20 minutes a night. We'll give him 15. And then the remaining 5... Patrick Williams and Cason Wallace are going to get more minutes. So game 4, we do win this one, 135-117. LaMelo with 30. Şengün with a 28-point triple-double. Kevin Durant's been off to a good start in the playoffs, and we do win in 5. All right, we ended up winning the final 3 games of that series, and we are going on to round number 2 to take on the Spurs, a team that has beaten us plenty of times in this video. And Tari Eason out for the playoffs, so that stinks. I don't know if the Spurs have any injuries. Okay, RJ Barrett, he's out for the season. Darren Peterson broke his leg. That is massive. And Mikal Brown Jr. Wow, this is a good young team with Brown Jr. and Darren Peterson. Oh, yeah, and Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Carter Bryant, who's not been good in the playoffs. John Collins, Wemby, Vassell, Wiggins. This is such a deep team. They're probably going to beat us without those guys. We lose 106-100. 23 for LaMelo, 23 for Cason Wallace. We do win game number 2, 127-97. 28 for KD, 26, 10, and 9 for Thompson, 21 and 20 for Şengün. Massive game 2 victory. We go down. Oh my God. We lose by 1 in overtime. We lose game 3, 21, 16, and 7 for Şengün, 23, 7, and 11 for LaMelo, 24, 11, and 8 for Thompson. We do win game 4, though. Damn, if we won that overtime game, we could be up 3-1. So game 5 right now, who's been going off in round number 2? It's been Kevin Durant. Şengün has struggled against Wemby, and we do lose game 5 by 14. Abdelas had a good game. Can we stay alive here in game number 6, or are we going to lose Can we force a game 7? We've had a good first 3 quarters, and we do not blow it all away. We gave up 41 in the fourth, but we scored 38, 32 for KD, 26 for LaMelo. Winner takes on another Texas team in the Dallas Mavericks, who have pretty much become low-key a dynasty. We had a great first quarter. We're up by 26. Oh my God, please do not blow this. We are going to end up beating the Spurs, coming back down 3-2 to win. Şengün almost had a triple-double. Men Thompson almost had a triple-double. Kevin Durant had 32, 7, and 5. And we're taking on the Dallas Mavericks here in the conference finals. I don't know if the Mavericks have any injuries either. The Spurs were banged up. Like, they're such a deep team. They're without Cam Jones. Could be worse. You got Boston and you have Atlanta over here in the ECF. I would feel comfortable against either one of those. So let's get past Dallas. And we win game 1 by 2. They have Damian Lillard and Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis still. Mark Williams is there. And yeah, Cooper Flag at 23 rebounds. What a game 1 victory. What a game 2 victory. Cooper Flag at 28, but Kevin Durant had 37. Let's go. We are 2 games away from the finals. We do lose game 3. I'm going to be pretty confident they're going to win game 4. They have Joshua Primo dropping 20 against us, and they win game 4 by 1. Oh, do not let them win 3 unanswered. Damn, this stinks. Oh, man. All right. We need to have a strong fourth quarter. We're down by 12, and we are going to lose by 10. All right. We came back down 3-2 last series. Can we do the same this series? We need to win game 6, obviously, at home. Great first quarter, but then we blow it all away in the next 2. We have a strong start to the fourth. Can we finish strong, please? Bang. We win by 3. Here we go. Game 7. As Atlanta advance to the NBA Finals. Who are they going to be taking on? A rematch against Dallas or a newcomer in Houston? Good first quarter, bad second quarter. Down by 10. It can get really ugly here. Don't let them pull away. Down by 13. Oh, this stinks. All right, so we are going to end up, I think, losing this one. 126-106. 61 combined between Flag and Damian Lillard. And then Cooper Flag and Jalen Johnson are your conference finals MVPs. Wow, Atlanta actually beat Dallas with no Trae Young. I did not expect that, unless somebody got hurt for Dallas. That's kind of crazy. Gafford had a minor injury. Like, they're starting Caden Boozer at the 1, and they're going to win it all. Okay, so Kevin Durant just lies to us every single year saying he's going to retire, then he doesn't. Steph actually retires, and he tore his ACL. That is brutal. There goes Dame and McCollum. End of an era of Trailblazers basketball in a way. And draft lottery now. Will we have any first-round picks? The Blazers may have 7 and 8. Okay. The Rockets are projected picks 27 to the Hornets. Oh, okay, so that was our first-round pick that we gave up in the LaMelo Ball trade. I'm going to bring back Ime Udoka on a 4-year deal. All right, so we're here on the night of the 2028 draft. This has definitely been a tougher rebuild than I imagined. I think Patrick Williams is going to opt in. I think we can explore trades for Tari Eason, but for 16 mil a year, that's not bad at all. I definitely have Kevin Durant. Like, he's 39 years old. He's going to be 40 at one point. I have picks 53, 56, and 59 in the second. I'm going to send them over to New Orleans for a future Pacers second and a future Clippers second. So once again, I didn't have any draft picks. Norm Peterson looks really good, a 6'11 pick. What is Maryland producing? Just NBA talent after NBA talent. Allen Bailey here from Seton Hall goes number 2. Lamar Jackson saying, you know what? I'm not going to play for the Baltimore Ravens anymore. He balls out of George Mason, goes 3rd overall. Lambros Alexandris, pretty good player from Greece. This is like kind of like a loaded draft class, honestly, going forward. So Patrick Williams opts in, no surprise there. Abdulas, we're going to pick that up, and Harvey Fox as well. Jalen Brunson, James Harden, and Luka Doncic are all free agents. Pretty loaded point guard class there. So KD's a free agent. The Warriors are trying to bring him back. Yeah, we're going to give KD a 2-year deal, and I assume he's going to come back here to Houston. Bang. I would like to bring back Grayson Allen, Steven Adams, and Brandon Clark. So let's sign Steven Adams to a 1-year deal, Grayson Allen to a 2-year deal. I'm also going to sign Jake Arabia to a 2-year deal and PJ Washington to a 1-year deal, so that helps out the depth a little bit more. Here I play progression. KD's still a 95. Easton's an 82. Abdulas goes up to a 77. Probably gonna have to cut somebody before the season starts, but this is a good team. I mean, we were 1 game away, right, from making it to the NBA Finals. We're gonna lock up LaMelo before the season starts. Pat Will, I'm not gonna lock up right now. Şengün we can lock up as well. Pretty good price, $30 million a year for what he can provide. And KD for like the 3rd straight year is telling me he's retiring. So we're gonna have LaMelo, Amen, KD. We'll do Pat Will at the 4. Şengün at the 5. KD could just play 33 minutes throughout the regular season. I would like to go 33 to the backcourt, so let's do that. Or 36, excuse me, to each guy in the backcourt. We're going to play Kaysen. We'll give PJ a shot, but we do have a decent amount of wings. Like, I kind of want to give Laravia a shot, and we do have Diabate as the backup big. So he's going to get 12. He's going to get 10 PJ. We'll go 16 to Abdulas and Laravia. Easton's hurt to start off the year, so we'll give like a little bit to Grayson Allen. I'll figure this out as we go along, but I feel like we have a lot of depth and options, which is good. All right, so we are at the trade deadline with a 39-13 record, but the West is a different beast. All 3 of the teams at the top of the West, all from the state of Texas. So we have to get better then Dallas, then San Antonio come playoff time. I feel like we cannot get consistent play out of this power forward position to save our lives. Tari Eason has been a little bit better this year. Patrick Williams has struggled. Jake LaRavia has been pretty good. Like, there's a chance I could start him down the stretch. PJ Washington has shot 39% from 3. Abdelas has shot 39% from 3. And I'm going to see if we could do this trade with the Portland Trailblazers. Tari Eason, or, I mean, could I somehow do Patrick Williams for Toumani Camara? Do I get a counter at least? First rounder in 2031. Let's do it. Toumani Camara, welcome to Houston. Camara, Amen Thompson, and Tari Eason together defensively. That's absurd. And we just lost Tari Eason here late in the year with a lower left leg stress fracture. He's out 8 to 10 weeks. Cooper Flagg wins MVP, almost averaged a 25-point triple-double. Lambros, the 4th overall pick out of Greece, gets Rookie of the Year. Fred VanVleet, 6th Man of the Year. Never shot above 40%. Well, he did in Portland and Boston in 2027. Damn, he was good the year after us, but he's kind of reverted back to his old ways. Is he getting paid a decent amount by the Lakers? He got basically the mid-level exception from them. Maybe I should have kept him over Reed Shepherd in hindsight. Jalen Green just won Clutch Player of the Year for the Miami Heat, and Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. Nikola Jokic hurt for the playoffs, but can still play. Well, he'll come back at one point. AJ DeBanza, Jason Tatum, Dillingham, and Freddie Simons all NBA second team. Dude is just a rebounding god apparently now. All of a sudden, we do get LaMelo Ball on all NBA third team. We don't get anybody on all defensive team. And we had a good year, but we're the 3 seed. We won 58 games, 12.2 point differential, actually the best in the NBA. So that's giving me a little bit of optimism here. We're going to get Eason back in 2 to 4 weeks, but we don't really need him at this point. So it's going to be LaMelo, Wallace, Thompson, Durant, Şengün with Camara, it's not Abdia, it's Abdelas, LaRavia. And I think I'm going to go to PJ. Or excuse me, I'm going to go to Diabate instead of PJ. So we're going to go like 13 to Diabate, 35 to Şengün. We'll do 24 to Camara. We'll do 16 to LaRavia. And we'll go 34 to Amen. All right, let's see how this goes. We're taking on Minnesota in round number 1, who have an elite backcourt now with Rob Dillingham and Anthony Edwards. They have Ryan Dunn, Randall, Kristaps Porzingis. They have the former Knicks front court. I hope we could beat this team. We should beat this team. And we're up 2 to 1. We lose Cason Wallace, a starter, for a little bit. Great. So I'm probably going to put Toumani Camara into the rotation. He's been really good so far in the playoffs. So PJ Washington, welcome back to the rotation. How long is Cason Wallace out for? He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. So we will get him and Eason back at one point. We take a 3 to 1 series lead. LaMelo was really good here. We're going to win in 5. Bang. So we're going to take on San Antonio in round number 2. This is where it gets really tough, though. Cason will be back in 1 to 2 weeks. Tari Eason back any day now. Bang, there we go. So PJ was actually pretty good, but I think I'm just going to throw in Eason in that role. Like, only 15 minutes a night, nothing crazy. Please win game 1. That goes to San Antonio by 10. Dylan Harper with 26, Wemby with 20. Not ideal. It's like they got Cooper Flagg, they got Wemby, and we have Kevin Durant, who's 40 years old. They've added Pascal Siakam. Okay, that's just not fair. This bench is unreal with Benedict Mather in there. We do win game 2. Now, did they... Wow, shout out to Şengün in this game. Did they trade for Siakam? No. He's averaging 9 points for this team. We do win game 3. Oh my god, we blew them out. Did Wemby, like, get hurt? Do they have anybody on the injury report? We are going to get Cason Wallace back any day now. They are fully healthy. Game 4, Wallace is back for it. Let's go. Kamara's been kind of good. I don't know. I'll probably make Camara the 6th man. LaRavia's been good. Abdelas has been good. So I think, like, with Eason back, man, do I go with a 10-man rotation? I think we may. We do win game 4, 128, 118. Can we win game 5? Don't blow a 3 to 1 lead, please. Please. Oh my god. We were up 3 to 1. And here we go, game 7. It's going to be on the road. We're about to blow a 3 to 1 lead. I know it. We have a great first quarter, but we're going to blow it just like that. I hate this game, man. I hate this game. We're going to lose. Oh, we're up by 3. Don't lose. Don't lose. Oh my god, we won. Let's go. I don't know how we won. I don't know. Kamara balled out in 14 minutes. And we're in the conference finals. And Golden State beat Dallas for us. No way. Oh my god. Who does Golden State have? Oh, they have Anthony Simons, who's basically the modern day Curry. Gershon's at 85. Hello? What? Okay. He's had a very good career. Gershon Yabusele and Anthony Simons leading a team to the NBA Finals is kind of insane. Do they have anybody banged up? I don't think so. No, they're good to go. So a rematch of the 2018 Conference Finals. We go up 2-0. We go up 3 to 1, 3 to 2. And we win in 6. And the Houston Rockets are in the NBA Finals. Alperen Şengün averages 20, 10, and 5. We're going up against the Houston Rockets with Tyrese Haliburton. We know they no longer have Pascal Siakam or Benedict Mathurin, Billy Richmond, Dariq Whitehead, Jabari Walker, not even Jarris Walker. This is not a great team. They have some good bigs. Like, Ajax has gone on an all-defensive team. They have Khalil Ware. They have Mark Williams. We should win this. We do win game 1, 107-96. Can we win game 2? Bang. Can we win game 3? No. 3 to 1. Bang, we just won in 5. All right, so thank God we were able to beat the San Antonio Spurs because I just got a ring here. LaMelo Ball, Finals MVP, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 7.5 assists. Does Kevin Durant go out on the sun? Yep, he goes out, rides off into the sunset, winning a ring. Just how many years removed? Basically a decade removed from his last ring with the Warriors, which is insane. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new look Rockets rebuild. Let me know if you think they're the best team suited to beat the Thunder next year, or do you still give the slight edge to the Denver Nuggets, or maybe you really like the Timberwolves or the Clippers in 2026. Drop a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're not already. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.